I'm Johnny, and this is my North Beach. I wish you could smell the aromas coming off this. The vinegar peppers, the onions. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat it, but first I gotta show you how to make it so you can put some in your mouth too. So let me show you what we're gonna work with today. I've got these beautiful, beautiful loin pork chops from Little City, onion and garlic, and these are sweet cherry peppers. This is my homemade vinegar. It's made from a mother that was given to me by a friend of mine, and the mother is from Burgundy, France. It's over 100 years old. And anytime I have some Sangiovese or Zinfandel left over, I feed the vinegar so that I never run out. Let me start with the potatoes. We don't want to use a lot of time in the pan to fully cook this. So what I did was put these in a small pan, cover them with water, turn them over a high heat, and let them go until the water started to boil. That gave me a knife tender potato. So this way, when we get them in the pan, we only need to concentrate on getting a nice crust on them. These are Yukon Gold. I want a pretty good thickness here, maybe going a ½ inch. So a lot of times when you're cooking pork chops, this is going to cause them to curl up as they cook. So one of the things I like to do is just with my knife, cut a few slits in here. I'm going to give these on both sides some black pepper and some of the Sicilian sea salt. And add a little bit of bell pepper here. Okay, I don't need all of this onion for the 2 pork chops, so I'm just going to cut this in half. Slices, not too thin, not too fat. My baboon method. Here are those cherry peppers. Depending on the size of the pepper, you can cut them in half. Sometimes I cut them in thirds. We'll just put these over here. And now we're just going to cook everything up in one pot and then eat. I'm going to turn it on high heat. So even though I'm going to be cooking the potatoes first, because those are the most delicate and I want to kind of preserve their flavor, I don't need that much oil. So I'm going to put one in and tested it. I'm starting to hear the sizzle there, so I think we're okay. Sea salt. My Aunt Florence always used to make these a little bit on the hot side by giving them a good dusting of black pepper. Okay, let's turn them over. Oh yeah, see I'm getting nice color on these, so let's just turn them over. Now I'm going to cook these beautiful pork chops, nice sizzle. Again, once they go in, I'm going to leave them alone so that they develop a nice caramelization. Okay, so these have been browning on that side for maybe about 3 minutes, so let's take a look and see how they're looking. Hopefully they're going to have a nice crust on the other side. Oh yeah, look at that. Really nice. These are browning pretty good on this side. You see this, there's still some fat over here, so I hold them down this way just to melt some of that fat and get a little bit of a crust on the outside of the pork chop too. So these are almost done. You see all those brown bits in there? That's all flavor that's going to go into our sauce when we deglaze this. But now we're going to start picking up some of the brown bits on the bottom, the onions and the peppers. The onions have picked up a little bit of color. I like that because they're going to really be sweet and nutty that way. And the peppers have wilted a little bit. So I'm going to add my last 2 ingredients, which are which is the garlic and the cherry peppers. Now, these cherry peppers are packed in vinegar, but I like this dish to have a little bit more vinegar oomph. So remember my 100-year-old mother vinegar? I'm going to take just a little bit of that. I'm just adding this as a flavor enhancer. So here's the fun down on the bottom. What you want to do is loosen all of this up so that those brown bits, those flavor bundles, are going to form a pan sauce. Look at that. Cook the alcohol off, and then you just want to gently go along the bottom of the pan to make sure you're picking up all of the brown bits, all of that fond. Okay, the alcohol has burned off. We'll put the chops back in. We'll take this juice from the vegetables and the pork chops, put that back in. And the potatoes. Look at this gorgeous Italian-American classic plate. Let me give it a taste. Absolutely delicious. Real full, mouthful of flavor. Easy. Look at these crispy potatoes. Bon appetito. Who's gonna have a bite? Just gonna take a little dollop of the tomato sauce and put it on each one of the scallopinis. A little bit of flavor, but also a nice texture.